Okay, everybody, today in our video, I'm going to show you real quick how to use the annotation feature in Zoom and what options are available in the annotations feature. So first, you're going to want to share a screen. You can annotate on anything that you share. If you want to click on screen, it will give you access to anything that's on your computer. Whiteboard, which is what we're going to use in a little bit, just gives you a plain whiteboard that you can then write on. If you have something on your iPhone or iPad, you could share that as well. I have a PowerPoint here. If I wanted to upload, share that, I can write on my PowerPoint. If I was playing a Kahoot game, I can even annotate on the Kahoot screen. So anything that you share, you can annotate it, and you can also enable where your students can also annotate on whatever you share as well. For this PD, I'm going to go ahead and show you just the whiteboard feature. All right, the whiteboard does pop up. Now, what's good is that as soon as you enable the whiteboard, the annotation feature does pop up automatically, okay? And as you can see, you do have a select feature and a text feature. I'm going to go ahead and show you the text feature first. Once you click on the text feature, anywhere you click on the whiteboard, a little text box will pop up, and you can then type in anything like that. For select, you can select this and move it around. Okay, so again, that's the simple text. That is the select. If you go back into the text box, and let's say you want to change the format, you can go back to text box, click here. What is the main idea again? You can do some formatting with that as well. Once you type, if you want to change the color or anything like that, that format option, or you want to bold it, italicize it, change the size of the font, you can do that as well. Okay. To erase, you can click on the erase button and just tab. Okay, so that is one feature. So the text box, very easy. The draw feature, you do have a lot of different features. The first one is the one I use the most. This gives you a pen. You can write with your finger, which is a lot easier to me than to write using the mouse, or the best option is to use a stylus pen. In the draw feature, again, I can change the color. I can go to the format and change the width. Maybe I'm plotting something on a grid and I need a really fine line. Again, those are all the features with the format. Now, if you do want to clear everything on your screen, you can go to clear all. But let's go back to the drawing. You do have some shapes that you can embed into here. So this is great for us math teachers who may need to put some shapes on or do in our presentation. You can use this as well if you are plotting something on a grid, and also just if you want to draw attention to something, you can even do like the little arrow or anything like that. So they do have a lot of draw features. Now the straight line feature will give you exactly that, just straight lines. So those are all the features in the draw setting. The stamp, I do like the little stamp. Maybe your students were writing an essay and you want to put a little heart emoji next to something they wrote, or maybe a check mark, or maybe like, you know what, not quite, buddy, try it again. Or maybe a little arrow to emphasize, I really like this here, or maybe a question mark, like I'm confused here. So the stamp option does just do that. It gives you little stamps that you can click on, maybe in an essay or maybe in a part of something they wrote, and you can say, you know, great job with the check, or I love this, or I have a question about this. So that's the stamp feature. The next feature is a spotlight. I absolutely love the little flashlight icon. Look what happens to your cursor. Okay, so if I was going over a student's essay in Google Classroom with them, I can put this little spotlight here and say, hey, look right here in this part of your paper, and they can see it better. Sometimes finding that cursor is difficult. If you don't like the flashlight option, they do have an arrow. So now my cursor just turns into an arrow. So I do love the spotlight, and I do love the little arrow feature. Okay, and again, the erase, you just click on what you want to erase. Okay. What's good about the erase feature is, let's say I wrote the number 14 and I realize, oh, my answer's wrong. It needs to be 15. I can just click on the individual ones like that and change it to 14. Okay. They do have the undo feature where it could erase the last things, just like on a computer, or like, you know what, I didn't need to undo that. You can redo it just like the computer. Okay. The format features, again, these are the color options. They do have line widths to make the lines a little thicker. You can bold, which all mine right now is in bold, and you can also italicize. Now, if you italicize like this, it's hard to see, but it does work really well if you italicize with the text feature. The text feature, you can tell, is italicized now. And again, I could go in and highlight that and unitalicize it and then change it to bold if I want to. So it's very similar to your computer options on Microsoft Word. And again, I can undo as I go or redo as I go, just like on a computer. So real quick, the clear all features. The clear all, if you clear all, that's everything. Clear my drawings would clear just what I drew, but if my students were drawing on my board, it would leave what they drew. Or clear viewers drawings would be where I clear only what my students wrote on my board. But for this demo, I'm going to clear all drawings. Now, what's great about the last option is the save feature. If you wrote something, maybe you wrote out a really difficult problem, solved out a real difficult problem, or you annotated a student's writing, for instance, you could save that and it will go, you will save your board. Now, it will not save what you spoke, but it will save what you annotated on something, and you just hit the save button. When you hit the save button, this little window will pop up, whiteboard saved, shown in a folder. All you have to do with that is then click on the little window here, scroll all the way down, and they now have a zoom button that you can get to find your folder. That's where all your folders would go. So again, that's how you can get to your saved whiteboards or anything that you annotated on that you want it to save. You can save it and then upload that to your Google Classroom or something like that. So that was very quick how you can use the different tools in the annotations feature in Zoom. So I hope it was a nice, quick little video that could be beneficial to you. Thank you for watching. Bye.